Hello everyone, I'm Taylor Eckerline and welcome to the Best Campus Sports Show. Chapman Football had its greatest season in program history and is set to host its first ever playoff game tomorrow against Linfield. Sports producer Brad Benson has the story on the historic season.
Fresh off its third SCIAC championship in 6 years, the football team has established itself as the top team in the conference yet again, and the award-winning coaching staff, led by head coach Bob Owens, has created a winning culture here at Chapman.
You know, when you have success, usually, and especially if you have success over a period of time, then it's not just one group that comes in. It's the mentality that has just been passed down from generation to generation, in our case, from team to team to team. When you think of what's special about this team is really just built off the success of past teams and have learned from the guys that come before them.
In recent years, most of that success has come on offense, but this year, the strength of the team has been on the other side of the ball.
It's been a defensive first football team. I mean, those guys have worked really hard. They've produced some amazing stats. They've had they've shown up at times when it's been really incredible and important for them to show up and be a difference maker. They've done it.
That defense helped secure a perfect season. The Panthers' 9-0 record is the best in school history and gave them the best record on the West Coast. They are now set to host a playoff game for the first time in school history.
I think any time you get a chance to play at home, I mean, this is our field. You know, I mean, if you look at the history of us playing here in the last 14 years, we've had phenomenal success here on this field. So I expect our guys to play really hard. You know, that excitement and being able to be on that stage is one of the things two things. One, that you work for, but two, you got to be able to manage it when you're there. As the poet and the writers would say, we're going to burn the boats.
Kickoff is tomorrow at Wilson Field at noon. If you are unable to attend the game, it will be streaming on the Chapman Sports Broadcast Network. One of the reasons Chapman is having so much success this year is because they utilize their running backs very well. In their game against Laverne, Tanner Mendoza ran for 130 yards and had 3 touchdowns.
Tanner Mendoza was running all over the field against Laverne. Now this week we're going to be running all over some cranberries, making some homemade cranberry sauce on the special Thanksgiving themed edition of Athlete of the Week. So we got to stomp on these cranberries until we make it into cranberry sauce, and then throw this turkey at a Linfield logo. Fastest to do it wins. This is not a good idea. What's your game plan for you personally going into possibly the biggest game in Chapman football history?
I mean, it's just to do what we've been doing every week, take what the coaches say and put it into effect. I mean, I'm not going to try and do anything different, put any more pressure on myself than there is, because at the end of the week it is just another game, and if we play our best, I believe we can come out with that victory.
You guys have been going kind of running back by committee all season long, and now it seems that you've taken over as the workhorse back. What's your mentality like just waiting to get into the game?
You got to have the mentality to just go out there and put your best foot forward every time, and like not be soft is like how I put it. Like 35 carries last week, it was rough, but like every time I was getting the ball, I had the same mentality to just put it down their throat and get as many yards as I could.
What's your go-to Thanksgiving food?
Ooh, definitely stuffing, and then turkey with cranberry sauce.
For Brad Benson and Tanner Mendoza, this has been a Thanksgiving edition of Athlete of the Week.
Well, that's the latest in sports this week. Back to you guys at the desk.